And good afternoon. This Vermont Utility Weather Hazards Outlook is valid the rest of today, Friday, into Thursday, May the 26th. The headlines: low to no utility impacts for this period, good project weather the rest of today and into the day on Saturday, and possibly during the day on Monday. Benign thunderstorm activity with lightning. The main issue for utilities will be the utility risk on Sunday, as well as Tuesday, and probably Thursday as well. Overall weather pattern not very active with moderate temperature levels reaching into the comfortable 70s for a change. No real big oscillations in temperature, and that's the big headliner, I think, at this point. We're looking at the GFS ensemble plume centered on Burlington, Vermont. And what we can see here is some pretty dry weather, although I think this is an error. I think this is actually moved over. I agree more with the European model, where the influx of some moisture could start to affect us along about Sunday mid-morning, but really the blossom would be during the afternoon. From there on, kind of a daily fluctuation of some convection. Nothing of any great changes, not really any big organizations to worry about, but the threat for thunderstorms will be with us on the days mainly Sunday as well as Tuesday and Thursday of next week. So we have a beautiful day in progress currently on this midday Friday afternoon. A little bit of cumulus field, and you can also see a smoke layer. This smoke layer associated with the fires from northern Alberta, and this is going to be with us off and on as conditions there still producing some smoke downstream. Now, off to the north and east of our region, we have this upper level system. You can see the spinning of the action here, this counterclockwise circulation. And that's in the departure mode, so that's all good news. And instead we have a ridge of higher pressure shown by the 500 millibar flow here. Now off to the south, we have a little bit of a different situation, of course, with some showers and thunderstorms associated with a weak trough of lower pressure. Some of this moisture is going to try to make a run off the coast, form an area of low pressure, and then work in, and then by Saturday night into Sunday morning, we're going to start to see some of that erupt, mainly convectively, during the afternoon on Sunday, and most especially across northern sections of the state of Vermont down into western portions of Vermont. So what we're looking at here is this is during the day to today, ending toward this evening, and high pressure in control, and no precipitation, it looks like, into basically Saturday evening. Thereafter, though, we got this system, as I mentioned, that's going to be squirting off the coast and influencing our weather slightly. But it's mostly going to be a convective outbreak. You can see the sort of a train here of moisture. This is convectively induced from daytime heating. So that'll take place on Sunday. Then beyond that, looks like Monday, things stay a little bit, still a bit on the unsettled side, so kind of low confidence there. But so far, we're not looking at anything in terms of precipitation. So it could be a dry day for Monday. Then Tuesday, we have this little upper system kind of work on through, kind of rotates in from the coast. That may pop a few isolated cells of thunderstorms. And then it gets a little bit more interesting as we get into the period along about Thursday. And then more than likely, Friday could be more the day here with more robust thunderstorm activity and higher dew points pulling out ahead of this system with a cold front or an occluded front. So what you can see here is precipitable water, and good to note here, this is that system that's going to be developing off the coast. It throws in a little bit of extra moisture, and then we're going to be game for some convection. As that moves on by, the moisture begins to retreat. It follows up, this is about Monday during the day here. We start to see drier air move on in, but still some lingering moisture. And then on Tuesday, we have this upper level system and a little bit of higher P watts moving in close to an inch, where we could see some showers and isolated thunderstorms. And then along about Wednesday, we have some showers move in with this little tongue of moisture. And then this is a lot more pronounced here, where we could see some thunderstorms somewhere late in the day on Thursday night, or into the day on Friday next week. 7-day total quantitative precipitation forecast, in other words, accumulated precip, running about a ½ inch here, about 1 inch here, about 3/4 of an inch, kind of straddling in between. Next 5 afternoons, high temperatures. It looks like when you're normal to above normal to the north, below normal to the south. This is an odd configuration, again, due to that incoming weather system that'll be affecting a lot of the Middle Atlantic through the northeast coast and New England coasts. Taking that 5-day period and moving it about 3 days forward, this is what we're finding, and this goes into next week. You can see temperatures running anywhere from 3 to 6 degrees above normal for maximums. Yahoo! Quickly looking at the big, large diurnal ranges in temperature from our lows at night to our maximum highs. Temperatures generally in the low 70s and a little bit cooler on Sunday due to that little bit of convective precipitation wrapping in. And then we start to see that rebound, and temperatures basically probably more in the 75 degree range. Maybe not hitting close to 80, but in some places potentially. And that's going to be the trends going right into Thursday and the end of next week. So let's take a look at dew point temperatures. They do make a rise here. It looks like maxing out on Sunday at about 50 degrees, a little bit of a dip, and then a little bit all over the place. But you can see as we get into Wednesday and Thursday of next week, we're talking around 55, and in some cases during the daytimes, maybe we might even hit 60 degrees. That'll be a lot more of a plentiful supply of moisture and higher octane for some thunderstorm activity that could be moving in for that Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, Friday scenario. 7-day snowfall, May 13th to 19th. It wasn't that long ago that we actually had a trace of snow and a couple of inches in a few spots, with 6 inches atop the big mountain. Snow depth, May 13th through the 19th, 6 inches. So it wasn't that long ago that this happened. A far cry different weather ahead. Enjoy. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights.